Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for November 17th, 2021. When the presentations for this weekend's Destination D23 event at the Walt Disney World Resort were announced back in July, the event was set to kick off with an in-person welcome from Disney CEO Bob Chapek. This welcome was quietly removed from all announcements in the weeks following and is now nowhere to be seen on the schedule. Since July, of course, the CEO has been under scrutiny from a fair amount of people, from the Hollywood elite to just us plain old day guests like you and me at Disney parks around the world. And just days after the Destination D23 schedule with him on it went out, Scarlett Johansson filed a lawsuit against the company, which of course was a huge mess. Disney announced Genie Plus and Lightning Lane in August to the worst public scrutiny of any parks announcement ever made. And of course, just a few weeks ago, in solidarity with Imagineers, many of you at home signed a petition to remove Chapek as CEO, even though it wasn't a very well put together petition, but nonetheless. Given this, it was pretty clear that Bob Chapek would have a hard time appearing in front of guests. In fact, on October 1st of the Magic Kingdom, the word on the street was that he had been heckled by some guests in person, and at that point, he left the park and went backstage. So what has happened here, according to sources, some people have said that Bob Chapek will not appear at Destination D23 simply out of the fear that he would be booed on the stage, and obviously that would not look good. You don't want your CEO to be booed by the most hardcore fans of your product, which is who attends Destination D events. So he will not be appearing on Saturday at the event. So what's interesting is we posted this, and Disney obviously took great exception to this. They reached out to us and several of their preferred news outlets to update guests on why Bob Chapek won't be attending the event. By the way, they had never announced Bob Chapek would not be attending. They quietly removed him a couple weeks ago and decided, even though people had paid to go to the event, they were not worth telling that he would not be there. Statement reads as such, quote, Bob has a conflict in LA on Friday night and couldn't make it back to Orlando on time. Your post is ridiculous and you've really stooped to a new low by making this up. This is an official statement from Jackie Whaler, a Disney representative who we commonly get phone calls from, you know, when Disney needs me to clean up their messes in general. Some of you may be surprised by the language they chose to use after the Scarlett Johansson thing and after having dealt with Disney for 14 years. I'm not really surprised by this. This is just kind of how their public affairs and PR departments react to these things at this point. I will say this, it is very clear based on social media outcry, even after this statement was made. You know, sometimes we have our detractors here at WDWNT. We don't always rub everyone the right way, but it was clear that even people that disliked us did not buy this line that Bob Chapek was busy after being signed on to be a part of the event in July, a very important event for the company that he will now not be attending. Some good points were made. Number one, Joe Rohde, former Imagineer, when he was with Imagineering, you may remember that two of his projects opened on the same day on different sides of the country. That was Pandora, the World of Avatar, and Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. One of them opened in Florida, the other one opened in California. Joe was at the opening of both of those in the same day, mind you. And we would assume that the CEO of the Walt Disney Company has access to a jet, probably private, in fact, and could make it to the event. So let's just stop for a moment and let's be honest about the last couple years, if we may. Obviously, at WDWNT, we have had a tremendous track record. There are plenty of things we've announced in that time, lots of rumors that became, you know, real life. And there's some of those things that didn't, that the Walt Disney Company went out of their way to then say that we lied about. You may remember the Enchanted Tiki Room getting a Moana overlay, which some of that art did eventually leak. Probably more infamously, remember the Country Bear Jamboree, set to become a Toy Story marionette show. That art still hasn't leaked yet. Someone wants to send that my way, that'd be great. No pressure, guys. And obviously Disney came out and made a big statement about that and tried to lambast us publicly. It was, it was not a great period of my life. There are lots of other situations that I am not allowed at this moment in time to talk to you about, frankly, because the Walt Disney Company would not like that. And Disney and I, over the last couple of years, have been at odds over a number of things, and there are a lot of things that I may in the future be more honest about. I'm not ready to be at this time, but this is the latest chapter in this war that began when Bob Chapek took this job and decided that we were a problem. And so here we are again in a situation where clearly no one believes the Walt Disney Company at this point, because why would you after the last 18 months? No one believes them. No one believes this story that he's not showing up simply because he's busy. It is very clear that based on, if you look at TikTok, if you search Bob Chapek on TikTok, on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, all you see are comedy posts, posts that make fun of this man and the job he's done as CEO, and from mass layoffs to nickel and diming guests to all these things that have happened to the parks and resorts since he took over either that division or has been CEO since 2015 now. The public does not like this man. This is not a news flash, and it is certainly clear to everyone. If you are breathing, if you have a pulse and are watching this show right now, you know as well as I do that there was no way he was not going to get heckled or booed at Destination D23. And this is Disney getting mad because their CEO is mad. And their CEO called down to public affairs and told them to be mean to us. So here we are. I'm sorry, you're the CEO of the biggest entertainment company in the world. A man in a 2-bedroom apartment in Orlando should not make you feel inadequate. I should not even be on your radar. But I do love the fact that I own some free real estate in your mind, Bob. It does make me very happy day to day. I want you to know that. I know this is going to be passed to you. So that's the story. That's what's going on. It's no secret WDWNT and the Walt Disney Company don't get along because we're honest. And we're going to continue to be honest. And if Disney wants to do something about it, they have my number. Feel free to call me anytime, guys. Let's move on. Let's get on with the news. There's other stuff going on than me fighting with Bob Chapek as usual. U.S. military members can take advantage of special offers at Walt Disney World in 2022. This includes discounts on stays at Walt Disney World Resort hotels, military salute tickets, and Memory Maker. Special rates are available at select resort hotels most nights from January 1st through December 16th of next year. The rates are available for stays from 1 to 14 nights. The number of rooms allocated for the offer is limited, and a valid military ID will be required upon check-in, and a military member or spouse must be staying in the room. The rate may not be combined with any other discount or promotion, and advance reservations are required. Walt Disney World guests are now able to use the Disney Magic Mobile service to charge food and merchandise purchases to their Disney hotel room. With Magic Mobile service, guests can set up a digital pass through My Disney Experience. Guests can then use the pass in their Apple Wallet or Google Pay app to enter the theme parks, connect PhotoPass images to their account, and enter virtual queues or lightning lanes. Paying for purchases with Magic Mobile works much like paying with a Magic Band. When you tap your smart device to pay, the purchase will be charged to the card on file with your hotel room. These new Walt Disney World 50th anniversary ear headbands and ear hat might just break the bank. They're part of an upscale Lux logo collection, are now available at Uptown Jewelers of the Magic Kingdom. The collection is entirely black and gold, like Bob Chapek's heart. All 3 pairs of ears are limited edition. The least expensive of the 3, yes, for only $225, is designed by Loungefly. The ears and headband are gold, while the mini bow is black. Next up are the jeweled ears for $750. The ears are covered in gold sequins and gems, and the bow is black velvet. The headband is covered in black velvet, and Walt Disney World 50 is on the side. The ear headband includes a commemorative box and dust bag, as it should, for $750. Finally, guests can treat themselves to a jeweled ear hat for $1,000. Like the ear headband, the hat is covered in gold sequins and gems. It has black lining, and it's, again, $1,000. I should talk. I've spent money on stupider things. As part of the Lux logo collection as well, Starbucks has a new Tumbler. The Tumbler has a sparkly ombre design of black and gold. The Walt Disney World 50th logo is on the side in gold, and the Starbucks logo is embossed on the other side. Includes a black cap and straw. The tumbler is $49.99. That might be more insane than a $1,000 ear hat, a $50 tumbler. I don't even know. If all that's not good enough for you, we've got more, because Kate Spade has also released items designed to match the collection, each item in black and gold with polka dots that incorporate Cinderella Castle with the 50th logo. The line includes a wallet, a handbag, a backpack, a crossbody, a tote, and a card holder. Crystal Arts, the Erebus Brothers location of the Magic Kingdom, also has new items that match the Luxe collection. The display box features Mickey Mouse's face in front of Cinderella Castle. Mickey, the castle, and the Walt Disney World 50th logo are all in gold against a black background. There are also tiny gold stars and a gold outline. The small plate is black with a gold Mickey head silhouette in the center. Tiny Mickey heads and stars line the outside. Cinderella Castle is silhouetted in black against the center Mickey with the 50th logo. It also says the world's most magical celebration and Walt Disney World. It costs $275. The next biggest plate is also lined with Mickey heads and stars. It features the Fab Five in their own circles of gold. Cinderella Castle and the 50th logo are in the center. It costs $399. And the largest plate is the exact same art as the medium, but it's $950. If you love Mickey Mouse's 50th anniversary outfit, you're going to love this new brooch from Rebecca Hook. The brooch is a recreation of the same one worn by Mickey Mouse on his lapel. It comes in a gold-colored box. It's sterling silver, and unlike Mickey, it has an additional chain piece leading to 2 gems. The main part of the brooch is the 50th anniversary logo in a shield shape, again, completely matching Mickey Mouse's. Bigger gems sit around the 50 and dangle from the shield, and the brooch is now available at Uptown Jewelers at the Magic Kingdom for $150. It's super cool. Although Mickey's Filler Magic of the Magic Kingdom is already reopened following its refurbishment with its new Coco scene in an all-digital format, the marquee was still under construction, but now it is done. And the coolest thing is not only have they redone the entire marquee with new lettering, they've included an homage to the 1971 attraction that used to be in this space. The sign now says, "The Kingdom's Most Magical Musical Review," in white lettering. This is, of course, a reference to the Mickey Mouse Review, the original show, an audio animatronic spectacular that was housed in this theater from October 1st of 71 until it closed in 1980 to be moved to Tokyo Disneyland. The attraction, funny enough, very similar premise in that Mickey Mouse as a conductor also appeared in that show, so it's very fitting. Filler Magic already kind of an homage back to the Mickey Mouse Review, but now a very clear one made on the signage. A very sweet addition. For the first time ever, Disney Parks has cast culturally diverse actors to play Santa Claus. TikTok user Rosie, Queen of Cup, shared a video of Santa on Main Street, USA during the Disney Very Merriest After Hours event, where a black actor portraying Santa Claus was featured in the parade. This is actually the first time in history this has ever happened. The TikTok post said, quote, "I can't express how magical this moment was. Thank you, Disney Parks, for the representation." This is a moment you won't forget. You can view the TikTok video on our website. Starbucks now has a full-size mug and tiny espresso mug, or ornament is really what it is, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. The mugs match the Epcot Been There series pin that was released in September, and they're available at the port of entry near the Starbucks at Epcot. Port of entry is also where you'll find the Vault collection, by the way. The mug is white, while the design is purple, blue, and gold, and the characters new and old are featured on the mug, as well as Spaceship Earth and some World Showcase buildings. The mug costs $22.99. The ornament is the same design. There's some really cool stuff on here. The ship from Body Wars made it. Can't believe it. The 3-headed troll from Maelstrom. A lot of really great old Epcot references. Mr. Dairy Goods from the Kitchen Cabaret. All super cool. Check it out on the website. Imagineer Zach Ridley made another Instagram post documenting the installation of the greeter structure at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in Epcot. Our reporters are on the scene to see the installation as well. Here's what the Imagineer had to say, quote, "I'm excited to share even more progress from Epcot as our exterior construction continues on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. As we highlighted, our team from Imagineering and our partners installed the first metallic panels for the facade, shrouded in protective sheathing after we were able to get our first look. And now we have another major element installed on site, our new greeter structure, seen here as our crane was lifting the large horizontal roof element into place. The massive new structure will serve as our principal entry point and be where cast members greet all Terrans who are here to behold the treasures of Xandar that await inside. If you look closely, we're also starting to reveal some of the sleek design details that'll define the attraction aesthetic, including the first view of the striking purple color that serves as an accent throughout the outside and inside of the attraction. The view from the monorail that we got offered an even better look at the process. Fancy Nancy, Vampirina, Doc McStuffins, and Pluto have returned to the animation courtyard for character greetings just outside of the Disney Junior Dance Party attraction at Hollywood Studios. Nancy, Vampirina, and Doc have all been appearing in a Disney Junior cavalcade at Disney's Hollywood Studios with the catchiest song ever recorded. Characters each have a rope in front of them keeping guests away, so it's not a normal character meet and greet. They are distanced still, but guests can stop and take a picture with each character. Break out the red robes and light up the orbs. Life Day has arrived at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and they're getting in on the fun with a whole new line of merchandise from Galaxy's Edge. The Wookiee holiday, first seen in the Star Wars Holiday Special, is celebrated on November 17th, which coincidentally happens to be the anniversary of the special's first and only broadcast. The collection includes a t-shirt available in adult, youth, and ladies sizes, a limited edition pin, a patch, a Life Day orb mug, an orb light-up ornament, and a light-up orb, as well as a Chewbacca plush where he's wearing the red robe and holding, as you guessed it, a Life Day orb. The giant guitar outside Rock and Roller Coaster has been completely uncovered after a weeks-long refurbishment. There are no major differences. It just looks all refreshed. Good to see. Upon its premiere on October 1st, Disney Kite Tales in Animal Kingdom became instantly infamous for its wayward falling kites. The greeting before the show now warns guests that they might see the kites take a tumble. The revised greeting speech states, quote, "You will see some of your favorite Lion King friends soar like never before. And as you all know, what goes up must come down." So you'll see them landing in plain sight, both in the water and in designated landing zone adjacent to the seating area. If they take a tumble, don't worry, that's all part of the fun. Oh boy. Cast members in the designated landing zone were even waving when the announcement mentioned the area. This has become quite the spectacle. Personally, I love it. I hate to say this. I know people, oh, you hate everything. I like Kite Tales. I think it's fun. I love to watch stuff crash. The music's good. Puppets are cool. I don't have a problem with this. I really don't. It's insane, but I love it. For the first time since 2019, Divine has made a triumphant return to Disney's Animal Kingdom. The stilt-walking character can be seen roaming among the plants around the park's entrance area, the Oasis, from 8:45 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. What's funny about this, Divine was actually cut in the fall of 2019 when those budget cuts were made. But nonetheless, post-pandemic, they've decided to bring her back, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So check her out now. Video right here on our YouTube channel. A new dress celebrating 50 years of Disney's Contemporary Resort is now available. Fans and fashionistas can find it at Bayview Gifts or BVG at the hotel. The A-line dress has a block design inspired by the resort's mid-century design. Some of the blocks have solid colors, while others feature a light blue silhouette of the resort itself, and more feature the monorail. The Contemporary logo is just below the neckline. The dress retails for $108. Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland will be closing in March of 2022 for a reimagining to include new interactive elements. The land will then reopen in 2023 alongside Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. At the IAAPA Expo, Disney Parks Experiences and Products Chairman Josh D'Amaro announced a large-scale reimagining of Toontown. Mickey's Toontown will, quote, transform into a vibrant symphony of sights, sounds, and sensations, focusing on sensory play and spaces for families to play together and relax. Mickey's Toontown will feature open, grassy areas designed to encourage all kinds of play, from active to tactile. One of the new areas coming to Toontown will be Centennial Park, a nature-inspired environment with 2 interactive play experiences. At the center of Centennial Park will be a fountain with water tables for sensory activities. At night, the fountain will be brought to life in a unique spectacle. During the reimagining, the current iconic fountains featuring Mickey Mouse and Roger Rabbit will be removed, along with the old Jolly Trolley station and tracks. Centennial Park will also feature a dreaming tree, inspired by the tree that Walt Disney would daydream under in his youth. Sculpted tree roots will provide an opportunity for children to play, crawl, and explore, and undulating topography will offer rolling hills and a place to sit and dream. In addition to reopening in 2023 with the new family-friendly and adventurous Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Mickey's Toontown will still be home to many beloved characters, including Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Donald, and more. Toontown again will close in March of 2022 to begin the transformation. Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin was not mentioned in all of this. As you know, they had already announced a redo of the ride with Jessica Rabbit as the star. It is weird that that was not mentioned in this, so we don't really know what's going on with Roger at this point. Stay tuned. Hopefully, no pun intended on the stay tuned. Hopefully we'll find out more. Don't laugh. Hopefully we'll find out more soon, because if cartoon spin is going, I don't know. It's another reason for me to move to Tokyo. After the Walt Disney Company comes after me, I might have to. Christmas has arrived. Oh boy. Christmas has arrived at Alien Pizza Planet at Disneyland. 2 new pizza flavors have landed, and the adorable holiday macaron has returned. The chicken Parmesan pizza is chicken breast tossed in zesty marinara sauce with mozzarella and Parmesan, topped with sun-dried tomato drizzle, seasoned breadcrumbs, and basil. Costs $8.99. The tomato cream pasta is Italian sausage and bell peppers served on top of chef's choice pasta, tossed with blush sauce. Costs $11.99. And the green holiday alien macaron is an alien Santa macaron filled with marshmallow cream and chocolate ganache for $5.99. Meanwhile, at the Plaza Inn, they have some new holiday treats, including a chocolate chip red velvet bundt cake. It's filled with cheesecake, cream cheese glaze, and holiday sprinkles for $5.99. Several old items have returned to the menu for Rancho del Zocalo at Disneyland. There's also two new items, the cinnamon crisps and the pork pozole. The pork pozole is traditional Mexican stew of hominy, shredded pork, and guajillo peppers, garnished with lime, cabbage, onions, and radish for $11.99. The cinnamon crisps are fried tortilla pieces covered in cinnamon sugar. They cost $3.99 and feature Jose Carioca on the bag. The Abuelita hot chocolate, the horchata, and the dessert nachos have returned this year as well. Meanwhile, over at the Mint Julep Bar in New Orleans Square, the peppermint beignets have arrived. They're beignets dusted with peppermint powdered sugar for $5.49. You get 3, or $8.99. You get 6 of them. Meanwhile, some of the churro carts around the park have some returning offerings. The Bride and Groom Churros, which were previously introduced for the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. The Bride Churro is an elegantly dressed churro in a bouquet of vanilla and sugar. The Groom Churro is a classic churro dressed in a duo of dark and milk chocolate. They're $5.75 each, and they can be found at various locations around the park. Meanwhile, over the Cozy Cone Motel in California Adventure in Carsland, we try the brewery Peppermint Bark Stout for $13.25. And while you're there, you can also grab the Creamy Pesto Alfredo Cone. It's creamy pesto Alfredo pasta with marinated chicken, balsamic reduction, bruschetta tomatoes, and Romano cheese served in a bread cone for $8.99. Over at Paradise Garden Grill, they're getting into the Viva Navidad spirit with some items. Some favorite dishes have returned, including a new sweet dessert and a tart cocktail. New this year is the Pineapple Tres Leches Roulade. It's vanilla sponge cake with layers of pineapple filling with cinnamon buttercream, finished with white chocolate mousse and Tres Leches soak for $5.99. Meanwhile, over at Lamplight Lounge at Pixar Pier, they have the stout braised winter short ribs, which are served atop creamy spiced butternut squash risotto with glazed baby carrots finished with short rib juice, reduction, bourbon cranberry sauce, toasted pepitas, and pea shoot greens. Cost $29. The peppermint hot cocoa donuts are served with toasted marshmallow cream and peppermint chocolate dipping sauces for $10. And the holiday martini is a festive twist on a classic vanilla vodka paired with peppermint, chocolate liqueur, and frangelico with a rim of chocolate and peppermint. It costs $17.25. The holiday hot chocolate is peppermint schnapps and vanilla vodka in hot chocolate, topped with whipped cream and peppermint for $15. Paradise Garden Carts have you covered in the snack department with some items. They have the beef tamale with red sauce for $8, a guava and cheese pan dolce finished with a colorful chocolate serape for $4 as well. Meanwhile, over at Schmoozies, the Peppermint Shake is topped with whipped cream and chocolate cream cookies. It costs $8.49. Clarabelle's hand-scooped ice cream at California Adventure is offering up some old and new favorites. The Tres Leches Hard Float is a Stone Zocoveza Tres Leches Stout served with vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce for $15.50. The chocolate and peppermint ice cream sundae is made up of delicious scoops of vanilla and chocolate ice cream coming together in a chocolate-dipped waffle bowl. The bowl also features lots of crushed peppermint. On top of your ice cream, you'll find whipped cream, more crushed peppermint, and 2 chocolate-dipped cookies. It's $7.99. There's also the chocolate peppermint bar, which is a little more customizable than the sundae. For the bar, you can decide if you want the coating to be milk chocolate or dark chocolate. And after choosing your coating, you can choose between chocolate or vanilla ice cream for inside. It costs $5.69. By the way, folks, if you don't know about Clarabelle's hand-dipped ice cream, these bars, they're amazing. They are a hidden gem. No one ever knows about them. They're on Buena Vista Street. Even if you don't like peppermint, get one of the regular ones. We get one every trip. They're really great. Of course, the Jungle Cruise started as an attraction, then it became a movie. Now it's a different board game. It already was a board game. Now it's another board game. Hungry Hippos and Friends Jungle Cruise Theme Park Edition is now available. Found the game of the world at Disney at the Downtown Disney District at Disneyland Resort. The box artwork has interesting icons printed on the crate. These are the Juju from the former Adventure Trading Company game at Disneyland that was developed by former Imagineer Kevin Lively. Pretty cool. The game challenges players to gobble up as many coconuts as possible It's $39.99. You know, when I was a kid, they were just white marbles. They weren't coconuts. Kids are very lucky. Everyone knows about Pocky, the delicious Japanese chocolate cookie sticks. They're in the cheap section at Target, right? They're massively popular, both in wacky flavors from Japan as souvenirs, as well as at home in the Asian food section of grocery stores. But now, Tokyo Disney Resort is getting into the Pocky business with its own unique Pocky starting December 1st. I'm so excited. Tokyo Disney Resort branded and individually wrapped Pocky sticks will be available as omiyage souvenir food shops around Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea. The cookies inside, believe it or not, are Mickey Mouse shaped with little Mickey Mouse silhouettes revealed when you take a bite. This is insane. The coating outside will still be good old-fashioned milk chocolate, and of course, making these a great treat to bring home from Japan for your friends and family. It's something they know. It won't confuse them. You'll find these on sale at all omiyage locations again across the resort. We can't wait. With the imminent new year also comes plenty of merchandise at Tokyo Disney Resort to celebrate the occasion. And since next year is the year of the tiger, many items contain motifs of classic Disney tiger characters such as Shere Khan, Raja, Tigger, and my personal favorite, Shandu from Sinbad's storybook voyage at Disney Sea. All these items go on sale December 1st at shops around the resort. There's plenty of time to peruse and see what fits your fancy. All the pictures of these items at WDWNT.com. Too much to talk about. As a result of a suspected COVID case, Hong Kong Disneyland is temporarily closed, according to CNN. The park was temporarily shut down to ensure that both guests and cast members undergo mandatory testing. The government of Hong Kong is requiring anyone who's in the park between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th, to undergo testing no later than Thursday, November 18th. Under Hong Kong's current restrictions, anyone who enters a restaurant, movie theater, or similar venue must check in through a tracing app. Those who are identified as close contacts to those who test positive must undergo mandatory testing and possible quarantine should they test positive themselves. With the park currently closed on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Hong Kong Disneyland is expected to reopen to guests on Friday, November 19th. Disney Cruise Line has updated their vaccination requirements to include children ages 5 to 11. This change comes after the approval of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for children in that age group. The new requirements will apply to all sailings on or after January 13th, 2022. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show or just hate Bob Chapek, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications if you want to know about the next time he does something stupid. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everybody.
WDW News Tonight is our weekly comedy show combining the news of the week, comedy segments, thoughtful discussions, insane characters, parody commercials, games, and more. Watch live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. and become a WIGS member to get access to a bonus post show. Watch WDW News Tonight episodes anytime and live on YouTube, or get the audio-only version on iTunes and other podcast services.